Kia ora, I'm David Chester with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at Everything You Need to Know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news global trade distortions seem to be growing. But first, after 3 weeks of gains, some quite minor though, last week's US mortgage application levels fell again and are now down 13% lower than the same week a year ago. In the Wall Street equity markets, both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq hit new all-time high records today. Ditto Tokyo. All this comes ahead of tomorrow's US CPI data for June, when a 3.1% rate is anticipated. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong, equity markets are going the other way. They peaked in 2018 and has been downhill from there since. Its gloss has certainly faded the closer it has been tied to the PRC. And Shanghai's peaks were back in 2007 and 2015. Neither are places to find equity gains recently. In China, their CPI inflation is still positive, just. It came in at 0.2% from a year ago in June. Analysts had expected to rise to 0.4% from the April and May rates of 0.3%. Beef prices are still falling hard there, now down 13% from a year ago. Lamb prices are down 7% on the same basis, and Chinese milk prices are down 1.8%. China's producer prices are still deflating, down 0.8% in June from a year ago. And tomorrow we'll get China's export data for June, expected to be strong in advance of new American tariffs. But Chinese overcapacity is causing a spreading backlash in countries from Mexico, Brazil, Chile and the EU are all racing to protect themselves from the dumping flood. And now Southeast Asian nations like Indonesia, Thailand and Vietnam and South Korea are also weighing restrictions on Chinese exports. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.28% and down 2 basis points from yesterday. And the price of gold will start today up $21 at $2,372 an ounce. But oil prices are up 50 US cents as well at 81.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is little changed at 84.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today 40 basis points lower than this time yesterday, now at 60.8 US cents. After the RBNZ monetary policy review. This takes it back to the level we had at the start of the month. Against the Aussie, we've fallen almost 0.75 cent though to 90.2 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're down 0.5 cent to 56.2 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today down 60 basis points at 69.9. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.